Hello everyone. I have a second-degree burn on the back of my hand that I got from spilling ramen all over my hand, and it hurt a whole lot and I was screaming for several minutes. So the moral of the story is don't do that, and if you think that I look like crap, that my hair is a mess, that I'm not wearing any makeup or whatever, just understand that if you had a second-degree burn and it was close to midterms, you would not look like a delightful young flower yourself. Anyway, that being said, I'm not here to talk about second-degree burns. Instead, I'd like to tell people a little bit about telemarketing. Okay? I want to tell you something from the point of view of the person who has to make a bunch of phone calls to you and try to ask you for money. I've done a couple jobs like this, and it seems like there's a common myth among our people in our culture that
I'm gonna hang up on that guy, and then he'll show them. If I just hang up, then they'll never call again, right?
nope. Or, if you're not quite mean enough or rude enough, you don't have the balls to just hang up, you do that thing where you go, "Ooh, yeah, we're not interested. Okay, thank you." Click. Neither of those things are very good. And I'll tell you why. Telemarketers, and not just telemarketers, but collections callers, donations callers, people from, any kind of good cause you could possibly want to donate to, even college collections funds. People from those funds cannot stop calling you. They're not allowed to stop calling you until you personally, not your wife, not your husband, not your spouse, not your dog, not your kid, tell them, "Take me off your calling list," or "take me off all of your lists," and make sure after you say that you stay on the line. I know you're worried that they're gonna go, "Are you sure?" And maybe they will, but unless you tell them, "I don't want to be called, I don't want to be emailed, I don't want to be phoned, I don't want to be on your list, I don't want to keep in touch, I don't want to be friends," we're gonna keep you on the list. Now, if you just don't want phone calls, but you might want to donate, just say, "Don't call me anymore." And you have to say forever, because if you just say, "Don't call me anymore," we'll go, well, maybe that person wants to be called in 2 years, And so we'll call them in 2 years. So if a telemarketer calls you and you don't want to be called anymore, you have to tell them that. I know that you think that telemarketers are rude and horrible people who need to get real jobs, but you know what? So are 99% of people. 99% of people are rude and awful people who probably should be doing something different than what they're doing right now because they don't seem too happy with it. Most of us get paid to perform menial, obnoxious tasks. So, before you start thinking,
"Telemarketers are irritating and I'm better than that, yeah, I'm a tax-paying American,"
before you start thinking that, just think about the fact that we live in a shitty economy right now, and everyone needs a job. So if you didn't have a job and you were desperate to feed yourself, your family, whoever, and the job of telemarketer or phone whatever was available and you could get that job, would you go,
"No, I have principles to uphold"?
I mean, yeah, principles to uphold, but for some of us it's either that or, all of those lovely things in the adult section of Craigslist that I would not be willing to look at. So, to make a long story short, telemarketers have kind of a difficult job. And for the 2-3 minutes of crap you might have to deal with from the, "Okay, well how about $5? Does that sound more reasonable?" For all of that you might have to deal with from people like me, just think about the fact that I have to deal with people who don't want to hear my voice and hate my guts, all night when I'm on these shifts. Not to say everyone is unreceptive to my calls, but I have to just, run the risk of having people cuss me out, swear at me, tell me I suck, tell me I'm a worthless human being, all these things. I mean, I even knew a guy who I worked with who somebody said, "How about I send you a bomb? How's that?" I've seen it all, and it only takes you a couple minutes to either tell us, "No, I'm not interested in donating right now," and instead of hanging up after you say that, either say, "But maybe next month," or "Not this year," or something that we can go on. Because if you don't pick up, you don't answer the phone, or you give us really vague, incomplete information like, I'm not interested, or, ooh, money is just tight, bye, we're gonna have to keep calling. It's not my choice, that's just the rules. So, listen to my advice and everyone will be happier. Thank you.